So, Jay and I, hi Jay, we actually won an award for a different show that we write together called the Vivace Award. And it's for big ideas for dance musicals. And part of winning that award means I got $15,000. And so I decided I was gonna come up with a way to spend all of that money as fast as I possibly could. And I came up with a way. And I spent absolutely all of it, true story, before the check arrived. That's not advice for college students. It's not advice, don't do that. But I did. And I spent absolutely all of it going to a form of brain therapy called Biocybernaut. And it's in Sedona. And it's really, really intensive form of therapy. It's 12 hours a day for almost a week. And when you're there, they connect electrodes to each of the different parts of your brain. And then each of those electrodes is attached to a musical instrument. And it's a form of musical neurofeedback. And so, you know how like in therapy, you go into the therapist and you're like, okay, this is what I want to talk about? This is not like that because you don't get to decide. Your brain just snitches on you. And then you have to work on what your brain says is wrong with you. And so maybe the second day, they were like, so your whole brain shuts down whenever you see the word gay. Are you gay? And I said, yes, I'm very happy. And they said, that's not what we mean. And so, as it turns out, my poor brain was shutting down whenever I heard or saw the word gay. And I've worked in musical theater for almost a decade. Can you imagine what was happening to me? Poor little me. And so they said, well, why don't you go in there and ask your super brain, which is your brain plus your brain with feedback on itself. Ask your brain to tell you what the worst case scenario is, like what is it programmed to believe the fear is there. And if you've ever seen X-Men, it's kind of, for me, the experience was like Cerebro, like Xavier. Like you go in there and I could see not only things from my past as though it was like a movie, but I could run projections forward based on data in my brain. And so I went in there and I said, okay, show me, what is it you're programmed to believe about me being gay? Show me what you think is gonna happen. And I was crucified. Crucified? Have you ever seen Godspell? Oh God, I'm dying. Oh God, I'm dying. Super harsh. And so, yeah, the next section of the show is about gay stuff. And which was incredibly easy to find material for because I had already written hundreds of lesbian songs. Like this next song.